Hey guys, Bonzi Chen here, and today we're going to talk about one deck that I considered playing for regionals. This is a Volcanion EX deck, and it's a little bit different from normal Volcanion EX lists that you guys would normally see. But just because we can play it, it's a expanded version of the deck, and it tends, I think, is better than what you would normally see in standard, just because it can do a lot of different things. So to start off the deck, we have 4 Volcanion EX. Everyone knows what this card does. You know, you discard energy from your hand to power up your fire Pokemon's attacks. We have 2 copies of the baby Volcanion, just to accelerate energy. 1 copy of Hoopa to grab the Volcanion EXs and Shaman. 1 copy of Shaman EX. Only 1 Shaman in this deck. You really don't want to play 2 Shaman. You really don't need 2 Shamans in this deck because you have so many ways of thinning out your deck that Shaman doesn't really need. You don't really need 2 copies of Shaman. And I found 2 copies of Shaman be overkill, as well as just being too easy of a price to sitting on your bench for your opponent to take. So by only playing 1, you only give up 2 easy price cards versus 4. So it makes it your opponent have to take a lot harder of knockouts against you. So we only wrote 1 copy of Shaman, and then this one really sets the deck off. It's like 1 copy of Keldeo EX. You don't use this card to attack. You use the Rush In ability with Floatstone. The switch between your Volcanion EXs that you have charged up on your bench to be hitting for 130. And the reason why you switch out is because you use Volcanic Heat. You can't attack the next. It can't attack during the next turn. So you use Volcanic Heat 1 turn, rush in with Keldeo, switch to a different Volcanion, and then Volcanic Heat for 130. Consistent 130 each turn. So that's really what we're really using Volcanion EX here to do the attacking. Next up, we have 3 copies of Battle Compressor. This is to discard our energies and our supporters to our discard pile, so that way we can reuse the energies with things like Volcanion EX, as well as a couple other supporters that you'll see later as we go through the deck. 1 energy retrieval, just in case we need to grab energies from our discard pile to rediscard them again for steam ups. 1 copy of Escape Rope, just to get out of tight situations. 2 Max Elixirs. Now, these 2 Max Elixirs I thought about cutting for Fighting Fury Belts. If you get the Max Elixirs really early in the game, they're nice. If you get them later in the game, they can tend to be dead cards. So I thought about cutting these for Fighting Fury Belts just to up our damage and up our health pool. 1 copy of Starling Megaphone to discard our opponent's tool cards. 1 copy of Super Rod, just in case you have a really bad hand and you have to discard a lot of things you don't want to. Let's say you need more energies back in your deck. Or let's say for some reason you have to discard. Actually, to be honest, you could probably cut this card too, I think about it. 3 copies of Trainer's Mail. 4 Ultra Ball. 4 Via Seeker, just standard stuff there. 1 copy of Rough Seas. Since your Volcanion EXs are water Pokemon, you can use this in late game to heal up your Volcanion EXs to avoid knockouts and to screw with your opponent's math. 2 copies of Skyfield, because we are trying to get L4 since we may have a big bench. So 2 copies of Skyfield to keep our bench big and use our bench to our advantage. 2 copies of Blacksmith. This lets us attach 2 fire energies from our discard pile to one of our fire Pokemon. So what you can do with this deck is you can attach Return with Fire Energy, play Blacksmith, attach to their 2, so you can get 3 energy on the 1 Volcanion EX in 1 turn and just start hitting pretty hard. 2 copies of Chloris. We do have a big bench, so Chloris is definitely a great draw supporter to have in this deck. 1 copy of Delinquent, just to make our opponent discard cards from their hand and screw with their hand size. 1 copy of Fisherman, in case we get into a tight spot. Just grab the fire energy from our discard pile and just start steaming up really quick. 1 copy of Life Standard for standard stuff. 2 copies of N for draw support and consistency. 1 Pokemon Ranger for things like Seismitoad and Jolteon. As well as we can use it to cleanse ourselves on the Volcanion EX so he can't attack 2 turns in a row. 4 copies of Professor Sycamore just to draw. 2 copies of Floatstone. You want to make sure it's on the Keldeo EX, so that way you can keep rushing in and out. And also just an extra one in case one is prized or one of our Volcanion EXs is stuck in the active and we can't retreat it with Keldeo. And then 12 copies of basic fire energy. So that's the deck, guys. So let's go ahead and get some games in real quick. Now I am on the second part of the ladder now, so hopefully we will get some more, I guess you'd call them meta decks, or at least more refined decks. So we're going into grass and a colorless deck, so let's see what our opponent is playing. That could be a lot of different things, actually. It could be it could be Vespiquen. So we lost a coin flip. And our opponent is choosing to go first. Now, this hand's not great. If we were to get an Ultra Ball on our by either drawing an Ultra Ball next turn, or if we were just able to Sycamore into an Ultra Ball, that'd be amazing. And our opponent is playing. Oh, they're playing LoneAzn. Okay. So if this is LoneAzn's Vileplume, that's not too horrible if he doesn't get the Vileplume out first turn. Because I'm pretty sure we're going to be Sycamoring just so we can draw in quickly. And this is probably LoneAzn's Vileplume. Yep, it is definitely LoneAzn's Vileplume. Now, if he doesn't get the Forest Giant Plants out quickly, he's not going to be able to get that turn 1 item lock. But he got the Acro Bike, so he might be going off on it right now. He plays another Acro Bike. He's just trying to cycle through his deck and just try to get the... Basically, he's playing Solitaire, trying to hit that Force of Giant Plants. But we do have an answer. If we can draw... We have an answer for his Force of Giant Plants if he does end up drawing it. He grabs his Shaman. So turn 1, he cycled through half his deck already. Now, if you guys have been keeping up with me, you know I hate Vileplume with a burning passion. I really just think the card is just unhealthy. But yeah, it's really unhealthy because there's really no way to stop it unless you like are able to. If he gets the Vileplume out right now, we're in trouble. The nice thing is though we are hitting for weakness. Okay, so he does get it. So we're gonna attach the energy here. Bump his Stadium, and we're just going to Sycamore just to dig really hard. Okay, so we got the Volcanion EX. So we can steam up here. And Power Heater, get the knockout. This deck doesn't struggle so bad against Vileplume because it doesn't rely so heavily on item cards like other decks would. I know that my Mega Gardevoir deck does get screwed over by Vileplume, but this deck doesn't nearly get, and that's really crappy what he just did. Now he's gonna get that LoneAzn out probably. I'd be really surprised if he doesn't. To be honest, I don't even know what Synthesize does. I've never seen anyone use it. Okay, so he gets attached energy from his. Okay. We really need that Battle Compressor though. So let's just drop this energy here. Oh, shit. I misplayed that. Oh well. If he just draws that LoneAzn, I'm gonna be so sad. But he... Okay, so he chooses to not evolve the active, which is really strange. No, he's probably going to go for the one-turn knockout here. Okay, so let's steam up. It's Chorus. We're going to draw only 4 cards, but most of the cards in our hand we can't use, so that's fine. That's not any better. And we're just going to kill it. We need to try to draw into the Hex Maniac soon. Unfortunately, that means we might have to end next turn, which is something I really don't want to do. But ending next turn could be fine. He doesn't have any way of killing the Volcanion EX. He's going to kill our baby Volcanion right here. Or nah. I think the move here is just a power heater. We don't want to end him. He has no cards in hand, so we're not in too bad of shape. There's not a whole lot he can do to stop us from knocking him out. And then he just surrenders because he kind of screwed up there. So by not ending there, we could end to get a better hand. But since our opponent had no cards in hand, there was no point in ending because since he had no cards, he was going to be in top deck mode to try to answer our Volcanion EX that he was going to have to deal with after he knocked out that baby Volcanion. So by not ending, we gave him no options. So that was the right play there, even though we misplayed earlier. But that's just something I do on TCGO a lot because I forget to click things. Because a lot of time in real life, it's a little bit more easier to win game. It's a lot easier to pilot because you don't have to click on things as much. Click on things. So I've been trying to work on that on TCGO. Just start clicking on everything I need to click on in the right order. All right, so let's see what we're going against here. So we're gonna make a Mewtwo of some kind. It looks like. So we're just gonna steam up. Just because we can discard this hand because it's kind of useless. Let's see, we'll drop this down. Battle compressor. Let's see here. Let's discard a blacksmith and 2 energies. Shaman for 2. See if we can't get another Volcanion out. We can't get another Volcanion out, so let's just discard. Let's discard the escape rope and the delinquent. I don't really think we need those. So our Hoopa is prized, and so is one of our Volcanions. Which, not really a big deal. The Hoopa was just to help us set up quicker. So now we just gotta draw a VS Seeker, or some more energies. So now the Starling Megaphone is going to be of some use because he just dropped the Spirit Link onto that Mewtwo. So now we can delay his Mega Evolve, and he just discarded another. Oh, weird. Oh, the Starling Megaphone just got so much value. So much value. So let's Starling Megaphone him here. Colors here. We're going to draw 5. Energy Retrieval. Just attach right here, and pat. Yes, I can't even attack. Why are you telling me this? So, the traders, that Starling Megaphone we played definitely hurt him a lot. He has to now dig for another Spirit Link and another Floatstone to get Garbodor off and to get his Mega off. But it looks like he might just do it. Probably grabbing a Sycamore here. Yep, he's going to dig through his deck again. Let's see what he gets off of this. When do you hit the discard, though? I'm curious. Okay, so there's Mega Turbo gone, which is nice. Now, oh, there's the Mega. Okay. So he hard evolves into the Mega. How much energy do we have in our discard pile? We have 2. Steam up. This is do 160, 190, 220. So we do have enough energies to do it. So that first steam up that makes us to 160. This will make us 190. This will make us 220. And we get 2 prizes off the top. Alright, that's pretty good again. Okay, he drops down the Shrine of Memories. Sorry guys, it's about 2 in the afternoon and I just woke up. Just getting this quick deck in for you guys. Yeah, I gotta go out and do some stuff. Gotta go get some snacks or regionals. That way I can have food to eat. And then also I will be going to a buddy's house later with Roasted and LoneAzn and probably Shapinoy. Pretty sure he's coming, and we're gonna be doing some deck testing. Now we need to knock out this Garbodor, which really, realistically, is not gonna be that hard to. But since he just ended us, we're not gonna have our Pokemon Ranger. We took a Keldeo though off the top, so we can get if we can get a Float Stone off the trainer's mail, that would be awesome. So let's bench this trainer's mail here. We got the Float Stone. And then let's end. So let's rush in. Retreat into the baby. Steam up. Let's do 50, 80, 110. Attached to the 2 Volcanion Expanded, no energy. Yeah, let's grab a prize card. Okay, Sycamore's good. Another option is that we can just via Seeker right into a blacksmith. Which is probably not a bad idea. Or we can... Do we have Lysander? No, we've only played 1 battle compressor this game so far. I think the right play for... Oh, never mind. That doesn't matter now. Because he's going to play... He just ended us. Let's really get off this hand. I would say we could just Sycamore and just dig for more cards to get more options. So get the Rusty's to bump his stadium. Can he damage change us? No, he cannot. Oh, but he can Psychic Infidelity, he can Shatter Shot, he can do a lot of things here. Okay, so let's just discard that in 1 Volcanion. It doesn't really hurt us nearly as much as you would think. So let's drop this down. And I want an easy prize, so let's take out that Trubbish. That way he doesn't lock us out of our abilities. We can just start picking his stuff off the bench pretty easily here. Because we have the Lysander in the discard pile now, and we have a VS Seeker. We can't really knock out his Mewtwo in 1 shot. Which is what we really need to do. But he can do that to us. Let's just put the Keldeo in. This is gonna be a rough matchup. What supporters do we have in our discard pile? I kind of want to delinquent him, but I don't know if that's the right move. Oh. Actually, it very well could be the right move here. But then again, we don't have... We should probably... You know what? We're going to Super Rod here. We're going to throw in our Shaman and our Volcanion EX back into our decks. VS Seeker. We're going to grab a Sycamore. We need cards. Okay, that's good. We got cards. Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna thin out our deck a little bit more with the battle compressor here. Let's put the Ranger alive, and let's get rid of the other battle compressor because we don't need it. And then I guess let's retreat. Steam up. Power heater. Well, there's another knockout for him. $50. That has 160 health. We need to get 2 energies without playing a supporter. We have 2 energies left in the deck. I think our plan here is to Lysander stall him. Because he probably does not have another floatstone. So let's just Lysander stall him right here. Oh, he got the floatstone right off the top. 30, 60, 90, 120. He's still short energy from killing us. But we're definitely going to have to retreat into something. So, let's rough seas here. Let's shaman for 4. We're in a really tight spot. Can we kill that if we fisherman? If we fisherman, we'll get 4 energies, which means we'll do an extra 90 damage to 110. Oh, we can kill this, so we're gonna VS Seeker here. Grab this fisherman. We're gonna grab all these energies. And then we're gonna retreat into our baby. And then we're 30. 60. 90. And I don't do math. But that's 36. It's a well play. Actually, no, we live 30. Oh wait, no, we don't. It's both active Pokemon. Gosh darn it. It's alright. I don't think there's a better way for us to play that there. It didn't matter what we Lysandered out, we still would have lost because he had the floatstone. But we did pretty well. It was a really close game, actually. He definitely played that very well. Let's get another game in. All right, so we're giving our opponent a mulligan here. Giving our opponent 2 mulligans here, but we are going first, so hopefully we draw an end. Okay, there we go. That's a pretty good hand right there, and we don't get the end though. But we do have the hoop up. Oh, so he's playing some version of Keldeo, something with Keldeo too. Looks like. I'm gonna grab ourselves some EXs here. We want the Keldeo out as early as possible. Shaman here. We got the Flowstone, which is nice. Battle Compressor. Let's discard. We want to discard Blacksmith for later. And 2 energies here. We went first, so we can't attack. So there's no point in teaming up. So we'll just pass off to him. Pretty good opening hand for us there. Even though we did give him a bunch of mulligans, he gives him the opportunity to go off pretty hard here. He got the Hoopa off the top. With an Ultra Ball. Oh, sorry, I'm still waking up. Oh, so this is the mirror match. Okay, so we're both playing the same thing here. So he's gonna steam up. I'm not sure why. Oh yeah, so he's trying to lower his hand size here. Oh wow. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good, actually, for him. He needs to draw his Floatstone though, which he could probably very well easily do here. Although he did play support for the turn, but he dug through his deck just as much as we did. So this is tricky. Okay, so he gets the knockout there. So discarding that Blacksmith earlier was definitely a huge help. So we're gonna drop ours. We're gonna grab our Blacksmith. Now Volcanion EX does have a weakness to water. And Volcanion EX is a dual type, so we're just gonna knock that one out real quick. We got 2 prizes. He only got 1 though off our Volcanion, so that was really helpful. Now he has to have an energy in hand, and he has to have a Blacksmith. So he has the Blacksmith. And okay, so we're both. This is gonna be a really tight game. There's no room for me or him to make mistakes. The steam ups aren't even gonna be a factor in this game for us. Now we have to draw energy here to answer his Volcanion. Another option is for us to try to stall him. That's gonna be really hard to do though, because he's drawn through a lot of his deck too. Let's just throw our Keldeo out just to figure it, until we figure out what we can do. We can Trainer's Mail. Unfortunately, none of these cards really help us. We can Ultra Ball here. Let's grab a baby. And let's escape rope him. Okay, so that was just a really weird move on his part. Let's VS Seeker out for... We need to draw through our hand more, so let's grab this. We need to draw through this deck a little bit harder. That Starling Megaphone's definitely going to do some work for us. We can Battle Compressor away some cards we're not going to need. By losing our Hoopas, this really screws up our energy acceleration. Putting the one energy on the Shaman is just so we can retreat it in case he tries to stall us. Okay, so he did get that in. So we really need to draw a blacksmith here to answer his Volcanion. But that doesn't even matter. Actually, that would help us a lot, actually. So let's drop our Volcanion out there. We didn't get that. We can Chorus here, draw a lot of cards, because his bench is pretty big. How much energy is in his discard pile? None. He's got 6 on board, but only 2, so that's max damage he can do is 190. So we really don't have a way of not guaranteeing us not dying this turn. But we're gonna rush in real quick here. Go max elixir. No, didn't get anything off of that. Trainer's mail. That floatstone's gonna come in handy, I guess. Yeah, so maybe this deck would not have done well at regionals. Only way I saw this deck doing well at regionals is if I was going against a lot of Decidueye. A lot of Decidueye. Oh yeah, he got the knockout. He's got it. Yep. We'll just concede here because we know we lost. So we don't have a way to answer his other Volcanion. So that was the deck, guys. I like to show you guys the more raw, uncut versions rather than me showing you just 3 games where I won. I don't think it's really honest, to show you guys the 3 games that cherry pick the 3 best games of the deck, and then you guys see like the highlights of the deck rather than me just showing you guys more of this raw footage. I feel like this raw footage is a little bit more honest. It shows you guys what the deck really does struggle against and has a hard time beating. But then also, it's to be honest, it's just a lot easier for me because I don't have to do so much editing. Hashtag I'm lazy. Alright guys, that's been it. Monty-chan here, logging off. Peace out. 5 extra cards and they are just stuck because they have no items. They'll have to throw back Ultra Balls or certain Ultra Balls, Dive Balls. Pretty much all their items.